The US government is in week 4 of a shutdown, and it's getting messy. Here's the quick timeline. At 12:01 a.m. on October 1st, the federal government shut down. It's the 21st funding gap since modern budgeting, and the third under President Trump. Since then, the Senate has tried and failed 11 times to advance a House bill to reopen the government. Each attempt fell short of the 60 votes needed. Why is this happening? One big reason: health insurance subsidies on the Affordable Care Act marketplaces. Those enhanced tax credits are set to expire at the end of the year. If they do, average premiums for people on those plans are projected to jump by around 114%. That's basically doubling monthly costs for a lot of families. Democrats want to extend those subsidies as part of any deal. Republicans, who hold slim majorities in the House, in the Senate, and the White House, are saying, no extension, no deal. At least not yet. They need a few Democrats to cross over in the Senate, and so far, it's not happening. Meanwhile, the impact on the ground is real. Roughly 900,000 federal workers have been furloughed. Another 700,000 are working without pay. Essential services, TSA, Medicare, Medicaid, are still operating, but many agencies are partially shut down or paused. That includes the NIH, the CDC, and the WIC program, which helps low-income moms and kids. This is now the third longest shutdown in modern history, behind the showdowns in 1995 and 2018-19. Politically, the blame game is in full swing. Democrats are branding this Trump's shutdown. Republicans argue they're trying to keep premiums from spiking by pushing broader changes. A recent poll shows more Americans blame Republicans in Congress than Democrats for the impasse. Yet the same polling also shows President Trump's approval ticking up a bit to around 42%. That's the paradox of shutdown politics. Both sides are dug in because they think time helps them. Inside the White House, the president's keeping a full calendar, hosting Senate Republicans, leaning on leadership, and, yes, moving ahead with non-governmental projects like a new East Wing ballroom. That contrast, Washington events carrying on while federal workers miss paychecks, has become a flashpoint. Let's zoom out. If the enhanced ACA subsidies lapse, premiums go up the most for people who buy their own coverage, often self-employed folks, part-time workers, early retirees. And here's a twist. A big share of subsidy recipients live in states Trump won in 2024. Public support for keeping the subsidies is high, close to 8 in 10 Americans, including a majority of Republicans. So what breaks the stalemate? The Senate needs 60 votes for a funding bill. That means compromise, or a short-term patch, or a bigger deal that trades the subsidy extension for something Republicans want. Right now, none of that is locked in. If you're watching this from an airport line or a lab bench or your kitchen table with bills stacked up, you don't need me to tell you. The uncertainty is the worst part. For now, the government is stuck, the pressure is rising, and the path to reopening is still unclear. I'll keep tracking this, so when something shifts, you'll know.